Hi, welcome to this computer. It's actually a video about applications that are interesting for beta testers and developers, and of course anybody else, but certainly those guys, because I'm going to explain. I've just made a video about gitahead. Now I'm going to explain gitahead. So it's all possible to just install it with sudo pacman -s gitahead git find. Just type git. Let's do that exercise, Eric. Sudo pacman -s, type git, and then press twice on tab. So you have a new package available, and another one, just by typing the name. Now it's up to you to decide. I'm gonna decide for a white one, but you would maybe like a dark one, so it's up to you. Now, what's gitahead, or Git in general, right? It's an application come from Linus Torvalds. He invented it, came from his mind, and we have GUIs, graphical user interface, an application that is going to support us. Now, you don't need to use all the possible tricks and tips and all the things in here. Initialize, create, clone. I mean, have never done it. But what I do use, or what's interesting for anybody, is to figure out what's changed. So we put our data online. We're an open community. We share our code online, and you can check it out. So if you have open with Delphin, well, it doesn't matter if you have open with Delphin. I mean, if go to your Explorer, not Explorer is actually for another operating system, right? But go to your file manager, that's the word. So it doesn't matter what system you're on. So this is the system of Plasma. And then you go to a certain GitHub. So normally you do a git clone, but some of these guys provide you with a copy-paste window, which is basically going to do git clone and then a URL. So what I have here, I've made another video about ArcoLinux with git find with the Calamares editor. What you could do, for instance, as well, is check out ArcoLinux ISO. So we have the ArcoLinux ISO itself, so the build, the core of our system. And let's make this bigger, Eric. And we can have a look at the code that is going to be used for creating ArcoLinux D ISO, or the next one. This is ArcoLinux D ISO next. So that's the one that we're going to deliver in April. Maybe you're curious about it. So it's actually a good thing, a good tutorial here for the beta testers, what's going on. Because Eric has no time telling me, right? So normally I would put everything on arcolinux.info, and there's a beta page. But since Monday, I've been developing like crazy, but there is nothing on that site. So check it out, it's here. So everything is here. We just jumped number, that's it. Next commit was adding URXVT pearls, and not, so green means it's the change, and this was used to be. So red is used to be, and now it's so added. And this was also comments. Let's just create these directories like audio, video, and all that. Just put it on there. So that's that. And GLX info is out because of a conflict with metademos, and that's how we learn. And then we change the code. Firefox is out at this point in time. Why? Because it's on Calamares. So we decide to install it rather on Calamares. So things that have changed, you can just monitor. You just click, and you know what changes. Here we have the support for the Chinese and Korean and Japan fonts, and we already back in 22 of February. So that's how it goes. And all right, there's some noise. We're all in one house now. Everybody's home, so we'll have some noises in the back. That's okay. So here it is. This is your thing. I haven't been using all these remote things, so pretty sure I'll have the time in the coming weeks, since we're all grounded in Belgium here. So take good care of you, and see if this might interest you, this gitahead thing, whether you like it in black or in white. There are still lots of stuff to learn, but let's start with just looking at the code and see, okay, what has changed? What is interesting or why is it changed? Is not often explained, but sometimes it is. Sometimes I give a description, but it's probably gonna be so GLX info is out for Optimus Manager, so you know already why it is. That's to create automatically folders. But yeah, here it is, not really explaining everything. And sometimes you just push a bunch of stuff, you know, once in a day's work, and then of course you can't make any description at all. All right, enjoy GitHub, enjoy, well, actually gitahead, and figure things out. That's the most fun it is to learn more applications. All right, cheers.